bienvenidos a Nirvana House Rock por K-Rocks. Hoy vamos a tener un invitado muy especial. Es un artista independiente. Ya hemos hablado de él en el capítulo anterior de nuestro show. Primero que nada vamos a escuchar una canción sobre él. Es una de sus nuevas canciones y la canción la compuso él y el nombre es Tenemos. ¿Qué les pareció esta nueva canción? Está muy buena, ¿verdad? Es thrash metal. Bueno, ahora sí vamos a empezar con nuestro invitado. Es el invitado especial, Metal Matt. Vamos a traducir al inglés y yo les voy a traducir también al español lo que él me comente. Hola Metal Matt, cuéntanos de ti. ¿De dónde eres? Talk about you. Where are you from?
Hola, so yeah, mi nombre es Metal Matt, as you've said. I'm from Inglaterra, England. Yeah, it's great to be here on the K-Rocks. Yeah, great station. I'm really glad to be on here. I know you play a lot of rock and metal and stuff, and all sorts, don't you? Mexican music as well, all sorts of things. So it's great to be on your show and here for the Latin American audiences. Great to say hello. I love the South American audience. They're the most passionate in metal. So yeah, great to be with you.
Ok, él nos comenta que está muy agradecido con la gente de Latinoamérica que pues escuchan sus canciones. Él es de Inglaterra, vino aquí como músico independiente. Disculpen también la lluvia, hoy el tiempo está muy feo, hay como una pequeña tormenta, pero estamos haciendo lo mejor posible por el sonido. La lluvia está intensa en este momento, así que disculpen por eso. Hoy hace como 4 días te presentaste en un lugar para hacer un tributo, ¿verdad? Like 4 days ago, you have a show, right, Matt? Talk about that.
Sí, I had a show here in Cancun, so this is where I live now. In fact, we got a monsoon going on by the sounds of it. There's a big storm outside at the moment. And it's the weather's crazy here, but we've had some good weather lately, and luckily I've been able to perform in Cancun here quite a few times. A few tributes, obviously, with the passing of Ozzy Osbourne. Recently I did a tribute to Ozzy with this great Mexican band here, and we did some Ronnie James Dio. We may be doing a Scorpions and AC/DC tribute next. Lots of things on the horizon, lots of opportunities. I love performing in Mexico.
Nos comenta que también por la lluvia no podemos hablar muy bien, pero estamos haciendo lo mejor posible. Y también nos comentaba de su show. Hizo un tributo a Ozzy Osbourne y a Marilyn Manson. Eso fue hace como unos 4 días. Yo lo fui a ver, la verdad estuvo muy, muy padre. La gente le encantó, porque aquí en México la gente ama el rock. También nos contaba sobre que le gusta estar aquí. Y también le vamos a hacer esta pregunta. ¿Disfrutas México, Matt? Do you enjoy Mexico?
Sí, me gusta Mexico, or mi amo, I can't remember, but I love Mexico. It's a great place. It's like I say, very passionate people, especially with the music. As a musician, it's a great place for rock and metal. I know you got all sorts of music in Mexico, reggaeton and whatever Rosalia music is, that kind of Spanish stuff, but there is a big rock audience here, so it's always great performing here. And I've had a lot more opportunities as a musician here than in England, so it's great. I love it, and I love the people, I love the food. It's great.
Bueno, nos comenta que le encanta México, le gusta, dice que ha tenido muchas más oportunidades aquí sobre pues él como cantante, más que en Inglaterra, que es un lugar donde pues hay mucho rock, ¿verdad? Pero aquí en México le gusta la comida, le gusta estar aquí, y la verdad todos amamos México. Ahora le voy a preguntar sobre cuál es el proceso el proceso que hace para sus canciones, desde la composición y la grabación. Okay, Matt, I'm saying them that I will ask about how is the process for make your songs and record the songs.
Well, I've got different ways. I've got different people I work with. I've been lucky that because I put all my music online under the name Metal Matt, and also Matt Gothic, but mainly Metal Matt. My music's all out there, and people have found me via YouTube and different platforms like that, and wanted to work with me. And over the years, I've had some regular collaborators like Carmine in Las Vegas. We got Sophia, who's part of her own group, Exiled Hope. She composes a lot of music for me. And there was a guy in my early days, Zachary Phillips. He was from New York, and he used to make a lot of my early music. So usually people will send me a piece of music. I'll ask for a piece of music. I might give them a melody sometimes, and they'll send me some music back. I'll write to it. I'll sit down, write lyrics to it, and just record vocals myself, at home usually. Although sometimes I've went into the studio to record, like for my song Changes in You, but generally it's all done virtually, working with people. That's the beauty of the internet. Although I'm not a big fan of technology and the way it's going, it's becoming a bit too advanced now. It can help you connect with people all around the world and make music with people. So yeah, it's a great thing to be able to connect with so many people worldwide.
Sí, nos comenta Metal Matt que tiene varios pues ayudantes, ¿no? Como por ejemplo Sofía es una chica que ella le gusta tocar mucho la guitarra eléctrica ella hace pequeñas colaboraciones con él, y Zachary y el otro chico que también mencionó, ellos también le ayudan mucho en el proceso de crear la música, tanto la música, pero él hace, pues, él canta, él hace la letra, se pone, la escribe. De dónde saca la imaginación para hacer eso, la verdad tienes que ser una persona muy creativa, porque la verdad, escuchando las canciones y todo lo que él nos comenta sobre, como por ejemplo ahorita que le envían pequeños segmentos de música y él pues crea la canción. Entonces, Matt, ¿y cómo le haces para tener esa creatividad de escribir y hacer de ese pequeño segmento de música algo, pues, una canción? Matt, I'm saying them that I will ask how you have too much creativity to make the song, and also put the music on the song, and make the vocals, make everything. That's so impressed for me. It's like really, really like you love the things that you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it can be difficult, but I think if you're a musician, you understand this. Your brain is kind of wired for it. You're either kind of into that or you're not. You've either got the kind of mind. I think it's for people who've got too much creativity. They usually do music, and your mind is always, I don't know if they call it neurodivergent brain or something. It's where you're wired maybe differently. I think a lot of musicians are pretty different, and you just have this creativity that you need to fulfill. You need to do something, and some people turn to art, some people turn to music, and you just have to do it. And as for the recording, recording like different songs and things like that, like I say, I'm lucky to work with a lot of people, and you figure it out yourself a lot of the time what you have to do. It takes time. You've got to put the time in to kind of work your craft and get it perfect, and it's all about putting the time in to get it right. I mean, if you want to translate that, I'll talk about my new song after that.
Él nos comenta que pues para las personas que pues son cantantes, son artistas, para ellos es muy fácil poder crear una canción. Obviamente por mi parte no, porque yo no soy muy creativa, que digamos, pero para él de verdad que es muy fácil. O sea, lo he visto de que escribe una canción en un día. O sea, en un día hace su canción, al otro día le pone la música, y la verdad es muy, muy increíble cómo puede llegar a hacer eso. Cuánta imaginación, cuánta creatividad puede tener una persona. Pero vamos a ver qué nos va a contar sobre la nueva canción, Into the Mosh. Tell me, Matt, about your new song.
Well, this was quite a spontaneous one. This was with one of my regular collaborators, like I told you earlier, Sophia, Exiled Hope. She created my song Mexico, which is one of my most popular songs. We've done a lot of songs. We've done like some black metal stuff. She loves her black metal, symphonic black metal. But we do a lot of different things together. We've even done some synthesizer kind of stuff. We did a song called Toxic Love a while ago, which is very synthesizer and kind of obscure. And then other times we'll do some really heavy songs. So a wide variety of kind of music, the new song, Into the Mosh, is inspired quite a lot by Anthrax. I've been listening to Anthrax a lot lately, and I was inspired by their kind of rawness, the raw sound, and it's just about thrashing out, being metal thrashing mad, and just being, crazy. And I wanted to create a song that's different to what I've usually done. I've done some black metal, but usually it's kind of more classic sounding heavy metal, lots of high notes, Judas Priest kind of vibe in some of the stuff. But this is more of just a thrash attack, very heavy, just about rocking out. I can imagine it on a stage, and that's what I kind of did when I was recording it. Lyrically, I'm talking about, world issues and conforming to, the norm, what we all kind of do. But well, I try not to. But you know, so many of us conform to the system, and I don't agree with the way things are. We need more freedom, more. You know, we need to question things. It's a crazy world, and there's a lot of crazy things going on at the moment. And it's all a song about the craziness of the world, really. And yeah, I just went crazy on it. And yeah, Sophia came up with some really heavy, cool music for it. So it was easy to write a really heavy song. And yeah, it was fun. It was a fun song.
Matt nos cuenta que él agradece mucho a Sofía. Sofía es una persona particular, como les comentaba, ella toca la guitarra, hace música, es muy creativa también. Nos dice que la canción la creó como por el tipo de sistema que tenemos ahora, que es pues no bueno, ¿saben? La canción la hizo tipo como que influyéndose en el grupo Anthrax, es thrash metal, tiene también como tipo el tipo de sonido de la voz de Judas Priest. Hizo un mix aquí de entre las dos bandas, y a la composición que hizo él y hizo esta canción. La verdad está muy pegajosa, muy aquí me gustó, la verdad. Me la enseñó ayer y antes de hacer todo nuestro show. Y me gustó mucho. Le dije que la verdad es una de las canciones que me ha gustado tanto. He escuchado otras canciones de él que también la mayoría, bueno, ya me las sé. También nos dice sobre que el sistema pues de ahora ya no es bueno. Lo mezcló con el tipo de música y también el tipo de letra que pues escribió. Ahora le vamos a preguntar sobre, él ha trabajado con algunos grandes cantantes. En un momento él les va a comentar quiénes son. Okay, Matt, I see that you've been working with like big artists. Like, just tell us about the names and how you work with them.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of people involved in different things. One of the coolest ones is kind of away from the metal a little bit. It was John Foster, or John, as he's known, from Bronski Beat, a very iconic band from the 80s, big on the kind of gay movement at the time. They were kind of one of the only bands speaking out about gay issues during the time, because it was very taboo at that time and life was hard for them. So they were quite a kind of iconic band. You may know the songs like Small Town Boy. That was a different singer they had, Jimmy Somerville, but John was known for his song Hit That Perfect Beat, a very high energy synth pop song. Yeah, great song, and he was fantastic to work with, really great. He was on my song Mexico and Future, and also a song called Nightmare, but the main one was Mexico, where you can hear him doing some great backing vocals.
Bueno, nos comenta uno de los primeros que nos comenta es uno muy famoso que cantaba la canción John Bronski Beat. Su nombre es John. Bueno, como lo conocemos. Bueno, yo no lo conozco personalmente, pero sí me gustaría. También nos dice que él participó en varias de sus canciones. Él, cuando era joven, hizo movimientos que en ese entonces no eran como, por ejemplo, de ahora de las siglas LGBT, ¿no? Entonces él no promovía, pero o sea, él era su esencia, ¿no? Él no quería ocultar lo que era y pues hizo todo esto. Y no le importaba lo que la gente le dijera de él. También nos comenta que él hizo la canción de México, una de las canciones que Matthew hizo cuando vino a México la primera vez, sobre México. Está muy padre, les recomiendo que la escuchen. También nos comenta que hizo una canción que se llama Future. Esas dos canciones son las que hizo con Bronski Beat. Este es uno de los artistas con los que él ha participado. Now, Matt, you will tell us about other grand artists that you've been working.
See, yeah, well, I worked with Satchel of Steel Panther, but I say work with him, it was a live collaboration. When he came to England, where I was living, I sang with him, Satchel of Steel Panther, and he used to be in a band called Fight with Judas Priest, Rob Halford, my favourite singer, and we did an acoustic version of a very thrash metal song called Into the Pit, but we did it acoustic, so that was different, but amazing playing with it, singing with someone who's played with Rob Halford and on that amazing music. I've worked with him, so Satchel of Steel Panther. I've had some cool people introduce my songs. Mantis of Venom introduced The King of Hearts. Joey Belladonna of Anthrax introduced my song Alien Invasion. So yeah, I've had some cool big names from the metal world, and of course Rob Halford of Judas Priest called me Metal Matt. He gave me the name Metal Matt, so that was very cool.
Ok, nos comenta que ha trabajado con Satchel. Satchel es de la banda Steel Panther, es una banda de Estados Unidos. Buenísima la banda. Es tipo de los 70s, 80s. Ellos interpretan esas clases de canciones. La verdad están muy buenas, son muy divertidos sus videos, los que he visto. Ellos cuando fueron a Inglaterra, Matt tenía un programa ahí donde los entrevistó en vivo, hicieron una canción, una de las canciones de Judas Priest, las cantaron en vivo, a ver si lo pueden ver en YouTube. También nos comenta que Rob Halford de Judas Priest, él le dio el nombre de Metal Matt, o sea, él le puso de que le asignó el nombre. Y desde ahí pues se le quedó el nombre de Metal Matt. How you feel about the situation, the name that Rob Halford gave it to you? Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, I think it's great because it's simple but to the point. It tells you everything you need to know, and yeah, it's a cool name. Obviously, I met Rob Halford a lot of times, and yeah, the story is he sent me a Christmas card one year with Metal Matt on the envelope, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to use that. And KK Downing, when I told him, the guitarist of Judas Priest, because he's a good friend and I've interviewed him many times, interviewed him once, but talked with him many times, you know, hung out with him many times. He told me, yeah, definitely use that name, because I was going to go for Matt Gothic originally, so I kind of took a turn to the metal, because metal is my thing, but originally it was a lot of Gothic rock I was recording, so, you know, I wanted to kind of tell what I'm really about, and Rob came up with a great name, Metal Matt, and like I say, KK agreed it was good, and even Rob's sister said, oh yeah, you should use that, it's you can say he gave it to you, you know, so that's what I'm doing. I've stuck with that. I'm flying the flag for heavy metal, keeping that classic heavy metal sound alive. That's what I'm trying to do. So it's great. It's a great name, I think, anyway.
Ok, nos dice que él una vez mandó una carta de Navidad y que Rob Halford le respondió poniéndole como pues Metal Matt para Metal Matt. Entonces de ahí también él nos platica que conoce a KK de la banda Judas Priest, que ahora tiene su banda que se llama KK Priest. Él le dijo, no, claro, utilízalo, suena muy bien. Él en un principio, cuando se empezaba con este medio artístico, él se puso Matt Gothic, pero después de la situación que tuvo y que Rob Halford le dio este nombre o le comentó acerca de ese nombre, entonces de ahí pues cambió a Metal Matt. La verdad Metal Matt me gusta más, es como que más, no sé, se escucha mejor. Nos platica de KK que también lo entrevistó una vez y la verdad son amigos, se llevan muy bien, platican. Entonces pues yo creo que tiene buenas, o sea, personas alrededor de él para que lo orienten, ¿no? De qué debe hacer y sobre cómo empezar a ser un cantante independiente. Y lo bueno que pues también ellos hablan inglés, entonces ya no es una barrera de comunicación. Ok, Matt, Now, what is the difference between England to Mexico in like to being an independent artist? Like how is working?
Well, it's kind of the same everywhere because I do it online. But as for performing live, you know, I've done a lot of original stuff, which is online. That's my main thing, original music, which I put out online so everyone around the world can hear it. But in Mexico, I'm finding myself performing live a lot more, and a lot more demand for me as a vocalist. You know, I think people really love the kind of music I make and I enjoy here. You know, the classic rock and heavy metal is quite big here in Mexico, and in Cancun I've found really good response to that kind of music. So they like a singer who can handle that classic kind of screaming style heavy metal, you know, which I like to do. So yeah, it's great. Mexico's been a good place to expand my my audience and actually get out there in front of the people in person. That's the biggest change, that I'm able to get out and perform a lot here, and get in people's faces and bring the heavy metal here, the British heavy metal, which I know a lot of people enjoy here. It's great to kind of fly the flag for that and be here to you know, to do that. So yeah.
Ok, nos comenta que la diferencia es de que aquí en México ha tenido un poco más de oportunidad de lo que ha tenido en su país. Aquí ha tenido más como eventos, como por ejemplo ha hecho los de Ozzy Osbourne. También tocó con una banda que se llama Steel Sentinel. Ha ido a lugares, tuvo un bar donde iba a cantar también, solamente él. La verdad, yo creo que México es muy bondadoso con todas las personas. Siempre hay sol para todos, como diríamos en México. Y bueno, esto es de lo que hemos hablado con Matt, es sobre pues sus canciones, sobre él, sobre cómo es como artista. Ahora vamos a preguntarle acerca de México. Matt, I'm telling that I will ask you about Mexico. Like, what is your favorite Mexican food?
Difficult choice. Mi favorito comida in Mexico. I love, me gusta, or was it la gusta? I can never.
Me gusta.
Me gusta, yeah. Me gusta tamales. Yeah, that's one of mi favoritos. Yeah, with the picante roca.
Pero
salsa.
eso es más comida del sureste, porque pues ahora él reside en Cancún. I saying that you like the surest, the south Mexican food, like for example tamales, panucho,
Sí, yeah,
empanada.
Panocho is excellent. Yeah, it's very nice, very
tacos.
tasty. Yeah.
What is your favorite tacos, Matt?
Cameron tacos, my favorite. Tempura, know, the breaded
tempura,
ones particularly.
Breaded. Sí,
Shrimp
exactly.
tacos.
And what kind of tamal do you like?
It's pollo, sometimes mole, tamales, sometimes. Yeah, I like all the tamales, as long as it's no puerco. Me no puerco. I don't eat pork.
Él no come puerco. Él me comenta que los puerquitos tienen la capacidad de ser muy inteligentes, right? I was saying that they are intelligent animals.
Sí, intelligent, yeah. So I'm compassionate for the pigs, the
a comparación de otros animales, sí dice que tiene muchos años. How many years that you didn't eat pork?
Probably 10 cm. Is it cm?
Yes.
DS, yeah. Yeah. Probably 10 years or more. It was when I was a kid I stopped eating pork. I know I should not eat any animals, but pigs have a special place in my heart, because they're very intelligent animals, and I gave that up early as a child, and as a niño, I stopped eating the puerco, the pigs, and I gave I've stuck with that. I've continued just not to eat pork, so it's quite easy for me because I've avoided pork for most of my life. Probably nearly 20 years, 20 años maybe, because
20 años.
Probably because I'm 27 now, 27 años I am. Tango, I can't remember, tango
27
años, so probably at least 20 years, I think.
I think that is great.
In Mexico, you accidentally eat pork sometimes, but I try not to.
Yeah, because here in Mexico, well, unfortunately, most of the Mexicans we eat pork. I'm one that kind of Mexican. It's like I'm not thinking like, oh yes, we need to eat pork all the time, but sometimes the food that we have is pork. So yeah, Matt doesn't like too much. Ahora le vamos a preguntar sobre si se va a volver a presentar, si va a ser otro tipo de show. Okay, Matt, I was saying them that you tell like minutes ago that you will have another show. Tell us about that. About AC/DC.
Yeah, possibly. I'm just waiting for tributes to come in. I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. They call me up when they want me, and yeah, there was talk of maybe an AC/DC and Scorpions tribute, which I may do. I'm hoping to sing the stuff I've already learned, because it takes a long time to learn songs, and I've learned, a lot of Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, Marilyn Manson, Ronnie James Dio lately. So hoping to get more gigs singing that stuff before we move on to something new. But yeah, I want to hopefully get more tributes with the stuff we've been practicing already. But if we've got to move on to things, that's how it is as a musician. You've got to just keep doing what people want and demand, and that's, you've got to just keep learning, keep practicing. But I'm not so into the practicing and rehearsing. I try not to, it takes a lot of time, but I try and do what I've already learned if I can. But you got to keep with it, keep evolving,
Bueno, nos comenta que sí está esperando por más pues eventos, tributos. Muy pronto creo que va a tener ese de AC/DC. También ahora vamos a preguntarle sobre si va a tener alguna nueva canción, si está pensando en sacar una nueva canción aparte de la que ya tiene. Tell us, Matt, are you planning about a new song after this new song that you have?
Yeah, I wait to see if someone sends me something. I'm in touch with my collaborators, and I tell them if I fancy doing a certain kind of song, and sometimes if they got the time, then they come up with a song. And yeah, I think there's talk of more thrash metal, because I think that one has went down pretty well. People like it. I enjoy doing it. It's different for me. I'm always trying to do something that I haven't done before. I think you've got to keep it new, keep it fresh. So maybe some more thrash metal. I want to kind of do some more gothic stuff, because I haven't done that kind of thing for a while, and I quite enjoy doing a gothic kind of rock ballad kind of thing. I enjoy the ballads a lot. Shows off a different side to my voice, a more natural side of my voice. As a musician, as a singer, you kind of, sometimes you've got to put your voice in different places, to create that rock metal sound. But I'd like to use my natural voice some more at the moment and explore some kind of ballads and things. So yeah, there's lots of ideas floating around. I'm not sure ideas.
See what happened. To see what happened.
Yeah.
Like, what is coming.
Yeah.
So entonces él dice que él le gusta que solito salga, que no le gusta estar presionado. Él canta con su voz natural. Le gustan las canciones con tonos muy altos, porque pues él puede cantar esas clases de canciones. Okay, Matt. Also, I see that you also play with J.J. Brown. How is that happen? J.J. Brown es uno de los miembros de la banda de Rob Halford. So tell Matt about that.
Yeah, that was very cool. JJ, he's always been supportive of me online, and you know, he as a teenager I used to sing. You know, obviously he was in Rob Halford's band Fight, so I taught with him a lot, and used to, you know, tag him in videos of me singing the Fight stuff. And years ago he commented. He was impressed with my Into the Pit cover I did, and he said, I'm trying to remember his exact words, but he said, I'm calling you up if Rob doesn't do a reunion, because obviously Fight was a short-lived band before Rob went back to Judas Priest. But yeah, he likes the way I sing it, and I've recently done a collaboration with him. He's a tattoo artist, and another tattoo artist friend of his, Bob Tyrell, who's very well known tattoo artist. He plays guitar, he loves metal and Judas Priest, so we did a Devil's Child cover, and JJ was playing bass as he does in Fight, and also his metal growls. He's kind of got a very good metal growl vocal, and I'm doing the kind of high stuff. And yeah, we did Devil's Child, and I also got him recently on one of my original songs, Devil in Disguise. And yeah, it's just great working with someone who's worked with Rob, and yeah, he seems to enjoy working with me. I enjoy working with him, and it's great. It's really nice to kind of you know, it's kind of, as a big fan of Rob Halford and Judas Priest and Fight, it's kind of a dream to work with people who've worked with Rob, you know, and it kind of justifies what I'm doing. It makes me feel good that you know, people of that kind of caliber would work with me, and you know, I try and do that high voice myself, and I enjoy using that high vocal. So yeah, if they're happy to work with me, then that justifies what I do. I'm glad to be able to collaborate and make some great songs. That's the most important thing. Devil in Disguise, you know, it's a really cool song, I think, and he added some really cool vocals to that. And Devil's Child is one of my favourite Judas Priest songs. So yeah, mi favorito Judas Priest canción is Devil's Child. So it was great to sing that song with JJ. So yeah, it was great fun.
Ok, nos comenta que él siempre le ha gustado Judas Priest y que empezó a etiquetarlo en las canciones que hacía, ya saben, en las redes sociales, y él pues le gustó la manera que él cantaba. Le comentó que le gustaba, y entonces él es un tatuador. Ahora él se dedica a hacer tatuajes. Entonces Matt pues se contactó con ellos, también con el otro chico que comentó, y hicieron esta canción, ¿no? Este cover, que ahora, como dijo él, las dos canciones favoritas que tiene, que es Devil in the Sky y Devil Child. También nos comenta que él se siente muy agradecido con todo lo que ha logrado, ¿no? Lo que ha hecho, y que estas personas pues lo apoyen en todas las situaciones, que hagan la música con él y todas estas cosas sobre las canciones. Les gusta el metal, a él le gusta el metal, y pues ahí ya es una gran pues que los dos les guste lo mismo, ya con eso se hace pues magia, ¿verdad? Y luego vamos a preguntarle sobre, le gusta mucho la clase de voz que es muy aguda, muy como Rob Halford, por ejemplo. I was telling them, like, you like the voice, like the note of the voice, like too high.
High voice, yeah, high vocals.
Like, you love that.
Sí, yeah, mucho gusto.
Okay. Also, what do you think about, we change about this conversation, más vamos a cambiar un poco de esta conversación para hablar algo que recientemente pasó, sobre lo que hablamos en el episodio pasado. Es sobre Ozzy Osbourne. What do you think, Matt, about Ozzy Osbourne just leave this place?
Wow, it's very sad. Ozzy was a legend. Not only humble. He never seemed egotistic. He's a very humble man. He lived a wild life. He lived a true rock star life. And as I often have said, there's a few legends, and he was one of them. And people who won't come again. Lemmy of Motorhead was another just unique character. Ozzy's the same. The rock stars are dying, unfortunately, and we hope that the classic metal is going to stay alive. I know their music is going to live on forever, but yeah, it's they're icons, and they were from a time where they worked themselves up, to a big place. They started in the 70s, most of them, the 1970s, and it's been a long time. They've been making music, and it was true heavy metal. I mean, they invented heavy metal along with Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, and Judas Priest, straight out of Birmingham, England. That's where heavy metal was invented by these bands, and it's a great genre which we all know and love. And Ozzy was a pioneer. And the thing with Ozzy, he had a very melodic voice. A lot of metal is kind of rock voice and very distorted vocals. Ozzy was very clean, melodic, almost pop kind of voice, but with a very heavy sound, and he's unique. Nobody sounds like Ozzy. So yeah, rest in peace, Ozzy. It's just sad, but it feels like he's still around. I think so many people are playing his music, talking about him, celebrating his life, celebrating his music, that it still feels like he's around. He's one of these people I feel is still around, much like David Bowie. I don't feel like he's gone. They were such a powerful presence in this world that that can't distinguish. They feel like they're around, or extinguish. It feels like they're around. It feels like they're around, and that's the tell of a great artist.
Ok, nos comenta que pues sí, o sea, él es una leyenda del rock. A pesar de que el rock pues es un tipo diferente de voz, la voz de él era magnífica. No hay nadie, él comenta que no hay nadie que haya escuchado con la misma voz de Ozzy Osbourne. También comenta como David Bowie y todos estos personajes que pues ya no están con nosotros, que descansen en paz. Que nos va a quedar un para toda la vida, ¿no? O sea, toda la vida vamos a tener esas canciones que jamás van a pasar de moda, como para nosotros los mexicanos, que sería Juan Gabriel, Luis Miguel y todos estos. Obviamente Ozzy Osbourne es totalmente diferente de David Bowie. También ahora le vamos a preguntar sobre cuál es una de sus canciones favoritas de él mismo. ¿Cuáles son las que se sienten orgulloso? Okay, Matt, for this question, what is your favorite songs of you?
It's a difficult one. I mean,
three.
Three best songs. Yeah. If you want to check out my songs, the three Tres best canciones. The King of Hearts is definitely number one. Great guitar playing by Carmine. A proper rock ballad, that one. And I enjoyed the vocals. It's a very mixed vocal, very high vocal, kind of defines what I am. That is the definitive Metal Matt song, I think, The King of Hearts. Number two, definitely got to be Mexico. Great to work with John Foster of Bronxy Beat, and it's just such a feel-good song, and celebration of Mexico. As a British guy coming to Mexico, I love that song, and it kind of tells my story. Before it happened, it was almost a premonition of a song. Everything I sang about kind of came true. So yeah, great vibe to Mexico, and great music by Sophia. Number three, top food song, gotta be Changes in You, which features Dom Jolly, British comedian, one of my favourite comedians. He featured in the music video, but the song itself is very gothic and dark. So yeah, number one, Una, is King of Hearts. Dos, Mexico. Tres, Changes in You. That's my top three.
Bueno, como ya lo escucharon, sus top 3 de canciones, él explica que por qué le gustan esas canciones. Y bueno, ahora vamos a dar fin a esta entrevista con Metal Matt. Vamos a ver que nos dé una despedida. Matt, I was saying that this is the finish of the interview, where you want to say something about the people in Mexico, that they like your songs, that your fans.
Yeah, of course. Just thank you for listening. I'm always looking at the top countries on my statistics on the Spotify stats. It tells me where everyone's listening to me, and Mexico and United States are some of my top countries, and Brazil, a lot of South America. So yeah, just thank you. Muchas gracias, amigos. Keep listening to the metal, and thanks for listening to my music. I really appreciate it. I love playing to the South American audiences. You're the most passionate, and it's just great place. Viva Mexico!
Ok, comenta que agradece mucho todo el apoyo que le han dado en México, en Brasil, porque él obviamente ve todos los oyentes que tiene. También tiene pues las estadísticas, ¿no?, de todas sus canciones, y ha visto que aquí en Sudamérica pues tenemos esta pues que nos gusta mucho, ¿no? Ahora pues sí, terminamos con esta entrevista con Metal Matt, y ahora sí vamos a lo que nos gusta. Vamos a escuchar una canción de rock, la que les comentaba que hizo con J.J. Brown. El nombre es Devil in Disguise.
Devil in Disguise, yeah. Muchas gracias. Thank you. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, my song Devil in Disguise. Enjoy with JJ.
Yes, I know, take you by the hand.
¿Qué les pareció esta canción? Es la que les comentaba, es tan buenísima. Aparte la voz que tiene Metal Matt y también JJ aparece como en el back. Muy buena canción, la verdad. El video también es muy bueno. De verdad, si pueden ingresar a YouTube con Metal Matt, de verdad, vean sus canciones, vean los videos. Él elabora todo, la verdad, el video está muy bueno. Ahora vamos a escuchar una de mis canciones favoritas, como ya saben, porque esta canción me recuerda a mi papá. Mi papá está vivo, solamente que pues me gusta recordar, ¿no? Me gusta recordar cuando pues era niña. Vamos a escuchar Motley Crue, Home Sweet Home.
You know I'm a dreamer, but my heart's of gold. I had to run away high, so I wouldn't come home low. Just when things went right, it doesn't mean they were always wrong. Just take this song, and you'll never be left all alone. Take me to your heart, fill me in your bones. Just one more night, and I'm coming
Home, Sweet Home. My favorite song. My voice is not amazing, right? But mi voz no es muy buena, ¿verdad? Pero pues se hace lo que se puede. Me gusta mucho esa canción, es una de mis favoritas, la verdad. Ahora vamos a, en lo que nos queda de este show, vamos a escuchar una canción que también hace muchísimo que no la escuchaba. La verdad, este es una canción metal, o sea, en este aspecto, pero es de Queen. Es Queen, pero diferente, no es como que las de usualmente tiene. Me acuerdo que cuando salió la película, la vi, estuvo muy buenísima esa película. No sé realmente si fueron así las cosas, ¿verdad? Pero yo creo que Freddie Mercury fue un artista, un gran artista. El tipo de voz que tenía, todos los... creo que lo ayudaba mucho los tipos de dientes que él tenía, que era algo emblemático en él. La verdad, y esta canción es una de, pues, es tipo metal, como que más no enfocado a lo que él hace usualmente, pero pues sí es muy, muy, muy diferente. Entonces, vamos a escucharla con esta canción también. Me despido de mi show, Nirvana's House Rock. Me dio mucho gusto estar otra vez aquí, platicarles, entrevistar a Metal Matt. Metal Matt es una persona muy, muy, muy buena, es accesible, le gusta ayudar también a los artistas independientes, como se los mencioné anteriormente. También le pueden escribir si quieren hacer algo con él, si quieren que nosotros también pongamos alguna música de artistas independientes aquí. Ustedes díganos, contáctenos y nosotros con mucho gusto lo vamos a hacer. Entonces ahora sí, mi nombre es Nirvana, me dio mucho gusto estar aquí con ustedes y nos vemos en la próxima. Ahora sí, vamos a escuchar la canción de Queen, Great King Rat.
King Rat died today, born on the 25th to what Mama says. Not a word, Mama says. Or else you find yourself being the rival. Sure, the great Lord before he died nailed sinners by his side. He said, you're going to realize tomorrow. No, I'm not gonna tell you what you already know. 'Cause time and time again, the old man said it all a long time ago. Come on, that time is right. The evil man will fight. I told you once before. That's no lie. Hearing me? Would you like to know